All right, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, and it is a partly cloudy, if not mostly sunny start to our Wednesday. We're expecting more heat this week. Temperatures probably about 5 to 10 degrees above average. And if there's any rain in the forecast, it's probably earlier next week. I think through the weekend we are dry, so if you have any afternoon plans, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it is looking mostly dry here in San Antonio and pretty much across the region as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Today's numbers, we don't get the official eye until about 4 or 5 o'clock, but the numbers to look at is the second column. From 69 to 90 is our typical range for this time of year. And instead it will be probably by 4 o'clock, 94 to 95. So it's going to be a warm day ahead. And just to put into perspective, the first week of September was nice and comfortable. We had 80s, we had nice comfortable air in the mornings. We had a weak front push through earlier on the 2nd and 3rd of September, but now we've been trending for the last 10 days or so. 90s every single day. And again, that is not typical. We usually hit about 90 to 91 this time of year. And instead, I think we're climbing in the mid to upper 90s. We're trending way above average. Okay, live look around town. It is a nice day to start, but it is humid. 87 and 86 from Stinson to the airport. Southeast winds at 11 miles an hour. Temperatures across the region, 87 at Helotes, 85 at Stockdale, 86 at Hondo. No 90s on the map just yet, but we are close in some communities, especially east of I-35. Gonzales, for example, Hallettsville at 89, Columbus at 89, Pleasanton at 89, 87 in the city, and 86 at Hondo. Today's forecast for your Wednesday, up to 96. Again, that's like 5 to 10 degrees above normal. This is a very summer-like pattern that's locked in and is not going anywhere. Look what happens through Friday and Saturday. High pressure kind of expands a little bit, not much. I don't think our temperatures are going to range differently for the weekend. Maybe 1 or 2 degrees hotter, but that's about it. But this stretches all the way into the southeast United States, and it looks like between now and this weekend, rain chance is low, high pressure up, and that's going to help temperatures really climb. And as a matter of fact, the entire nation, with the exception of the East Coast, because of rainfall from a tropical depression these last several days, most of the U.S. will be underneath a very summer-like pattern, and not much is going to change in the extended outlook. 7 to 10 days out, very, very dry. It's not until pretty much next Wednesday, next Thursday, where things could change. The tropics are looking a little bit more active, and that could bring in some rain, cloud cover, and some cooler air for the Gulf of Mexico, and we'll show you that in a second. Right now, tropics not necessarily extremely active. We do have a couple of tropical waves out there, one of which in the open Atlantic has a medium chance of development. Another area of interest. So this is not a tropical wave just yet. However, this is an area of interest as a low chance at development over the next 2 to 5 days. And if we do see any formation, it's probably next Tuesday, next Wednesday, so about 7 to 9 days out. And this is just one computer forecast, so take it with a grain of salt. But by next Wednesday, next Thursday, we could have a tropical storm or a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. This particular model, this is the GFS, the American model. It's saying the storm develops somewhere in the Western Caribbean Sea, east of Mexico and south of Cuba. But by this time next week, Wednesday and Thursday, it's entering the Gulf of Mexico and heading somewhere north. Now, this is, again, one forecast model, so this could be easily farther west or east. Some models have it towards Louisiana. Some models have it towards Florida. Some models have it just going directly into Mexico. So there's a lot of uncertainty in the forecast. We know something will develop sometime next Tuesday, next Wednesday in the Western Caribbean Sea, south of Cuba. But from there, it depends on the steering currents. It depends on a lot of moving parts in our area that will help or just steer it somewhere else. So what we're going to have to do is next Monday, next Tuesday, continue to look at the computer models, watch how this forms in the Caribbean Sea, and also watch the upper level pattern here in the United States. That will dictate a lot more on how far it moves north or if it moves farther west into Mexico. So again, a lot of uncertainty, but just keep in mind next week this time, Wednesday, Thursday, we could have a tropical storm or a hurricane entering the Gulf of Mexico because, yes, there is uncertainty on where it's going to go, but there is a high degree of agreement between model guidance that there will be some sort of tropical development in the Caribbean, in the Gulf of Mexico. We just don't know exactly where it's going to go. So we'll keep you updated on that. All right, here's the 14-day, everybody. It is going to be extremely hot today, 96, even warmer tomorrow and Friday. Same range Saturday and Sunday. Remember, Sunday is the first official day of fall. It is the autumnal equinox, or the fall equinox. Middle 90s through next week. And again, depending on a couple of factors, one, the upper level jet stream, and two, the tropics will determine what kind of weather we see next week. So I would say the last 7 of the 14-day, as always, is up in the air. A lot can change between now and this weekend, and now and Monday and Tuesday. And we do know something in the tropics will get a little active by next Wednesday, next Thursday, and depending on where exactly it goes will dictate more on rain coverage, cloud cover, and temperatures as well in the South Texas region. And hopefully, maybe it moves towards Mexico and us, and that'll increase our rain because we desperately need some rain in our area. So that's the 14-day forecast, guys. Any afternoon plans, outdoor events this weekend should go off without a hitch. It's going to be dry, but it will be hot and humid for the last few days of summer. First day of fall is Sunday, and temperatures will be a lot warmer than September averages in the middle 90s. And that looks to be the trend for the next 7 to 10 days with barely any rain in sight.